Happy Friday, everybody. Today is Wednesday. Hello, everybody. How you guys doing? You guys doing good? I hope that you guys are doing good. Welcome in, welcome in, everybody in the world, everybody in the club tonight. How is everybody doing? Jesus Christ, I gotta articulate my words. How's everybody doing? Hold on, let me go to the big screen. Hello, everybody. How you guys doing? Welcome in, welcome in. Ooh. How is the day going, everybody? I hope that everybody's having a lovely day. Just as you guys deserve to have. But yeah, today is a really hot day. It is really humid in here, and you can kind of see it in my hair because it is very humid. So it feels like that. No matter how much I wanna puff up my hair, it actually like eventually just goes down because it is just that humid. But you know, we vibe. You know, we vibing that crazy style for. You know, the club or whatever. I don't really know what to say. I'm just trying to say words that people used to say back in the mid 2000s. You know, we're in the club tonight because we live and we are together and we live forever and whatever. You know? That's what people back in the 2000s used to say. Not so much anymore, but you know, it's still a vibe. Yeah, I hope that everybody's having a lovely day today. I am having a really humid day. And you know, it's not that bad actually, but it's still you know, you can still feel it. You can still definitely feel it. You can feel the water in the air tonight, as people would often say. I don't really know if you know, the night is more humid than the day. Well, although I guess you could kind of say that it is, but you know, not that kind of humidity. But sure enough, I do believe that maybe, you know, the nights can be more humid than the days. I guess it also depends on how hot it is, you know. And it also depends on where you live. Since I do live like really close to a body of water, it does get humid. So it is kind of understandable, you know. It is definitely understandable. But other than that, I'm having a really nice day. So, you know. You take what you can get, as people would often say. Yeah, sure enough. Not much has been going on these past days, I gotta say. I shaved my beard, that's the only thing, you know, it's growing back again, But you know, that's often how it goes, you know. You gotta trim it constantly, you gotta shave it constantly if you wanna be like a clean or whatever. But you know, I won't definitely well, I don't really know if I'm gonna be letting it grow a little bit more than a week. Because I do enjoy feeling the air, you know, passing through my skin, as people would often say. So, not bad, you know. But other than that, not much has been going on. I've only been, you know, checking some stuff for my streams, you know. Some customization stuff. More than anything, I saw that there's this new alerts for the power-ups, the things that you can, you know, spend like 20 bits, 10 bits, you know, to gigantifying a mod or whatever, and I believe that's cool. There's been like some reports that some streamers do not really see those when it comes to like, you know, the chat in OBS. So having a dedicated alert for those, I do believe that it is really nice. So that is a big W, as people would often say. So I'm all in for it, as people often go and say, and you know, I'm just trying to add filler words just to feel like I actually know English, yeah. But you know, it'd be like that. But sure enough, I've been enjoying my new Xbox. I haven't been playing off of it that much, so to speak. Let me frame myself a little bit. Hi, little kitty. So the little baby is right here. Let me show you to the crowd. Here's the little baby. The little baby. He has I don't know if you guys can see it, but he has a little bit of a belly going on. Ooh. I love him so much. Meow meow meow. All you say is meow meow meow. Want to say something to the public? All he knows what to say is meow, and I'm kinda into, you know, the fact that he only says, you know, The only word that he says is meow. I love that for him. Sometimes, you know, a single word is worth more than 10,000 words. I don't think it really works like that, but you know what I'm trying to say. But yeah, the little baby loves to explore because he's a little baby, you know. Little babies loves to explore, and he often gets really curious on what's on my desk. I don't know. That's the only place that I don't really allow him to be or go at. Mostly because I don't really want him to hurt himself more than anything. Ain't that right, little baby? Yum 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 yum. He's trying to bite my arm off. That's really cute. And sometimes he just licks me. I know that, you know, maybe. Ooh, what's up, little baby? I know that cats don't really have a concept of, you know, kisses. But in my mind, I like to believe that he's kissing me. Ain't that right, little baby? Ain't that right, little baby? He's on my lap right now. So yeah, for those of you who didn't know, I now have a little kitty cat. I still have my little doggies, by the way. I still have Melody, I still have Canela, I still have Paloma, and I still have Rocky. And I have the tortoises and the turtles. So we live a happy family of a zoo in here. Ain't that right, little baby? Big meow, big meow, big meow. He loves to say meow. And I love that for him. Small gatito, yeah. Hi, the Canoni, how you doing? Welcome in, eh? Do you want to see the small gatito again? But I mean, he's kinda chill right now on my lap. I don't really know if I wanna, you know, bother him. Meow, meow, meow. He only says meow, meow, meow. Meow. Do you wanna come in and say hi to the people again? Here we go. Eh? Look at the little baby. I love him so much. Ow. Do you want me to bite you too? Eh? He loves to bite, and he doesn't really do any damage because his teeth are really small. Eh? So I don't really feel the bites. Only one time he has drawn blood, eh? And it's because I did angle my finger at a very weird angle. Eh? But he doesn't really, you know, hurt when it doesn't really hurt when he bites because he's really small, you know. He just does little nibbles of love, as people often say. Yeah, he's 2 French fries long. Yeah, he's like a wedgie. He's like a little potato wedgie. Yeah? And he's just as fat. Eh? I mean, since we have been, you know, feeding him, he's actually like, you know, developed a little bit of a belly, and that's really cute. Eh? So, you know, it to be like that. He also has 2 brain cells. Eh? As people often say, as it is customary for, like, you know, little kitty cats. Eh? But yeah, welcome in, the Canoni. How you doing? I hope that you're having an amazing day. Oh yeah, as the song often goes. Eh? Me myself, I'm having a really nice day. Not much has been going on, but you know, I'm vibing nonetheless. That's 3 more brain cells than me, for real. It do be like that. For what you have told me, nah, but I'm sure that, you know, you two would, you know, just get along really nice, you know, sharing brain cells, as people would often say, because it do be like that. All right, the bills. Hold on, let me put this thing all the way over here. Here we go. Let me, and then I gotta, there we go. It's all right. The bill's paying day, so I went to pay. You want to pay the bills? God damn. I mean, it is really nice to have everything, you know, on track, I guess. I don't really know what the word is, but you know, not leaving any payments, you know, for later is really nice. So big congrats on, you know, to you. By the way, I was drinking. I know that I don't really gotta justify myself, but yeah, this is my mom's cup. This is not mine, but you know, pink is still really good. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I was drinking some a milkshake, or more than anything, a kefir shake, because I've been drinking kefir pretty currently, which is more current than currently. I've been drinking kefir, and it's really good. It is really aesthetic at first, but you know, once you actually like get a taste for it, you actually like get to enjoy it quite a lot. I have the little baby right here, and it was a papaya milkshake with kefir. It was really good. Girly pop skunk I withstand. I mean, it's not Pride Month anymore, so but yeah, sure enough. I mean, you know, did you guys used to, well, not used to, but did you guys know that pink used to be the color for boys? It's true. Somebody in the internet said it, and you know that people in the internet don't really lie. So I fully trust what they say. Ain't that right, gatito? Ooh, gatito. I love the gatito. He's trying to, you know, bite my finger cling off. You're right, no longer pride. Yeah, Rathmonth is next. It's time to rage. Yeah, for real. Tell me something that you guys hate. And I can be like, grrr, you know, shaking my fist there. So this is gonna be Rathmonth, everybody. I don't know if I'm gonna be doing like a custom PFP for my server because nobody goes in my server. But you know, well, I mean, there's still people that do participate in my server from time to time. Not all the time, but time to time. And maybe I can do something for it, you know. Maybe I can just add like fire around my profile picture, or I don't know. I could definitely do something. I wanna with my hair, There we go. Make it a little bit more wild, because since it is really humid, my hair tends to puff down. Here we go. A little bit better. No, actually, no. A little bit worse. What's up, gatito? Ooh, gatito. I have the gatito right here. Maybe it was better how it was before, but I don't really know. But yeah, sure enough. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. You cannot handle this. I don't remember the lyrics because that is a Spanish song. But yeah, sure enough. The kitty cat is meowing every time I use my hands to do anything else other than, you know, playing with him. Ain't that right, gatito? Ooh, gatito, gatito. Maybe he's still a little bit sensitive on the fact that, you know, he doesn't really want his belly to be touched. Because it is true that, you know, the belly is a very sensitive area for, like, cats. So I can understand that. But yeah, he wants to just essentially just eat me alive. Ooh, the little baby who wants to go meow 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 meow. Oh, you're gonna fall down, baby. You're gonna fall down. Here we go. Meow. Something you hate other than that, your government? The government. The fact that cashiers in the US are not allowed to sit down while they work. No chairs, just standing for the whole shift. God damn. Oh, the baby's falling down. It's going down now. Disturbing the pieces. But why? Why is that? Like, shouldn't they be allowed to say it whenever there's like no customers around? Like, even if there's like customers around, they should be like able to just say that a little bit, you know? Just a little bit. Ain't that right, little baby? Ooh, little baby. I wonder if letting him bite me is gonna be bad in the long run. Like, should I allow it? Because right now he's not doing any damage at all. But I wonder if it would be a good idea to just let him be accustomed to just biting me. I don't know if that's a good idea. Like, in return, I'm just petting him. Like, I'm just caressing him. So maybe in his mind he's gonna be like, oh, I am biting him, and everything he does is just, you know, caress me. Maybe I shouldn't bite him. You know, I don't know if he's gonna be feeling that. I don't know if he's gonna, you know, connect, you know, two and two, and then be like, I'm sorry, human. I shouldn't have, you know, bite you. I'm gonna return your finger now, or something like that. I don't really know if cats work like that. Maybe they do. Maybe they do. I gotta believe, as Parappa used to say. But yeah, that's bonkers. I didn't know that, you know, cashiers were not allowed to sit down. So we gotta do a petition for them to have at least one mandatory chair, you know? But only one, Right? And you know what's also like mandatory for everybody, Watching me play Parasite Eve 2, so let's do that. I haven't even like booted up the PS1, wink wink nudge nudge, the original well, PS1, as people would often believe. So let me do that real quick. Was I using RetroWatch? Yes. I mean, was I using a PS1? Yes. So let me turn on my controller. There we go. This song is really nice. I don't think I've ever heard this song before, even though it is on my playlist. But I'm not the only one who curates this playlist, by the way. This playlist of OSTs is being shared with one of my best friends from college, all the way from college. It is really nice that I did manage to somehow, I don't really know how, but that I really did manage to keep some friendships from college, and that's really nice. I feel really happy when I think about it. Not that I don't really have like any friendships from past or prior like grades, academic grades, but my classmates from college have been the only group, like the only like notorious group that have been that have been sticking around for the past years, and I feel really happy to have them in my life. Just as I'm really happy to have you guys here. Wow. Did you guys see that? Was that smoother? I hope that was smoother. Just as smooth as I think this transition is gonna be. Oh, it wasn't that smooth, but never mind. At least that's how I saw it. Oh, come on! Don't tell me that my camera is not on the big one. Hold on. Where is my camera? Where is my camera? There we go. Now let me do the ye old song of dance of adjusting me so that I'm framed accordingly. Not framed by the police, but framed by the frame. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? I'm just trying to kill a little bit of time over here because it is Wrath month now, so killing time, killing, killing in the name of killing in the name of. I may be a little bit too on the left. I don't really know. I guess that's a little bit better. Yeah, that should be a little bit better. Smooth as butter. I have slipped and fell. And now my butt cheeks hurt. It do be like that for real. Let me close Spotify. Ouchie, my butt cheeks hurt. Well, I mean, since there's butter on the floor, you can definitely, use it as ointment so that your butt cheeks don't really hurt as much. That's a little bit gross. I'm sorry. But I guess it sometimes do be like that, since it is Wrath month now. You know what I mean, But yeah, Parasite Eve, everybody. Parasite Ovo, as people would often not say. Because who says that, I'm the only one who says Parasite Ovo, And I sure damn like to say it like that. Also, let me know if the game sounds. Because I don't really know if it does, so hopefully it will. It is always the yield song and dance of trying to see if things actually work, which I hope they do. Also, speaking about making things work, let me monitor my own camera. Right now, I don't really have any fears of this camera actually turning off by itself or just getting disconnected or whatever because of the weather. But it is always nice to just monitor things, just in case I get off frame or whatever. I gotta see if I can get my totally legit copy of Hunting Run to work again for real. That's a really expensive one, So I'm sure that it is totally legit. What was I doing before, by the way? I don't remember what I was doing, we have the magnet. We have the power to be loving each other. I have the love game. I have the power to do that. If I remember correctly, I bought a shotgun. So yeah, welcome to America. Grenade pistol, Firefly. Protein capsule. The protein capsule. I feel like I am indeed well prepared for war right now. Prepared for war. Only characters. Purely characters. I don't really know. That is a Spanish song, by the way. Sometimes when you try to translate Spanish songs to English, they don't really make any sense. But you know, it do be like that. Hello. It's something. Tell me about the shelter. I told you all I know. I gotta actually like get my facts and actions going on if I want to talk like like this guy. Also, where did the dog go? I did not see if the dog was around. But yeah, now I remember what we gotta do. We gotta now go to the hotel, Holiday Inn. Gotta get the hotel. Gotta get the hotel, eh? You cannot spell hotel without ho, eh? Got him, man. Facts, big intro. Eh? But yeah, Hunting Ground is also another game that I have not played yet, even though I've seen it, I've watched some fellow, survival horror friends actually like get through that game. But I don't really know why I haven't played it yet. Maybe I will definitely play it someday. You know what? It would be cool. I feel like it would be cool if I somehow did a cosplay of one of the characters. Maybe I can cosplay Huey. I don't know, Huey or Louie or whatever the dog is called. Louis. Although I don't really know how that may go. I feel like if I do make a Huey cosplay, I may also do one for Amaterasu, which I guess they're kind of the same dog, but not really. It's that dog, eh? But I don't really know how. I do not really know how I would go around doing that. I still picture from an old movie. Two gunslingers walking down the street in a Wild West town. It's labeled 18 Naked Cowboy. It's labeled 1881 Tombstone. Or like Brokeback Tombstone. The shootout at the OK Corral. It was okay. An OK Corral. Doc Holliday's on the left. On the right is Sheriff Wyatt Earp. More like Wyatt, he decided to fight with a gun. And not a nuclear bomb or whatever. I got nothing. But it often be like that. So what else can we find around here? Let's see. I guess ledger. Lots of white spaces. I guess this is the middle of the desert. Yeah, a little bit. Probably get a lot of tired long distance truckers. Yeah. Some hitchhikers heading west. Wait a second. The book is full. The book is full for the first 3 months of '98. It's the same people for all 3 months. God damn. Still the cash on the register. I believe that the monsters already did that, unfortunately. January 1998. I'll never forget it. That was right after the NY incident. This must be a coincidence. No point taking down names. They're probably aliases. They're probably aliases, eh? There's nothing here. Well, who are you to judge? There's a memo posted here. When that comes to Tombstone. Hashtag Holiday was 30 and Earp was not one for gunmen of the Old West. The secret to long life, good friends and good luck. That do be true. Oh man, I don't have any water right here. That sucks a little bit. A handwritten something. Problems with the cash register. Don't forget. Press the pound sign. Well, actually not the pound sign, but the hashtag, I guess. Before entering the 4-digit code, and press total when you're done. Can't remember the number? Check the steal and you will. Some irritated manager probably wrote this for the part-time help. Okay, press and then press total when you're done. The steal, you say? It do be the steal, when the night is so still. The midnight underground. How you doing, Derek? Welcome in, Derek. Welcome into the spooky world, or whatever this may be called. I don't know. Welcome to my stream, man. How you doing, Derek? Sometimes I don't really know. Should I call you by your real name, or should I call you by your quote-unquote real name, eh? It's like, you know, thank you for showing up, eh? Because I don't know if people, you know, prefer to be called by the, you know, I'm good just working. Hell yeah. Sometimes I don't really. Sometimes I do not really know if people, you know, prefer to be called by their nicknames or their real names. I usually just call you Derek, so I guess that's what I'm gonna call you on my streams. I guess. Yeah, welcome in, Derek. Or you can call me Derek, whatever works. Honestly, yeah, I do be like that. So yeah, welcome in, Derek. Hell yeah, Derek be working. But I'm glad that you're doing well. I'm glad that you're doing, you know, pretty nice. It is nice. How does it live to? How does it feel to live in a post-Starla visiting world? I'm sure that you two had like a lot of fun, you know, both with like the kids, the family, and everybody. So yeah, how does it feel to meet Starla in real life? I sure hope that I will once, you know, get that experience there. And I also hope to go to New York so that we all can like meet each other. I feel like that's something that we can definitely plan someday. So it would be really nice, you know. But yeah, clearly you gotta say Daddy Midnight. Well, I mean, yeah, sure enough. Well, I mean, isn't Tucker, you know, Tucker King the daddy? Eh? Like, wasn't he the one? You know, according to Midnight himself, huh? Wasn't he the daddy? You know, Tucker. Maybe he is still, but I don't know. Maybe Midnight is not the daddy. You know? They grow up so fast. Holiday was 30 and Eve was something. Post startup world is quiet. She came, partied, then went too short. Too short, yeah. She was there one day and then the other day, you know, we miss her. Hopefully she will be there someday, you know, again. You know. Father Midnight, man, yeah, that would be true. Oh, he's now a man of oh god, Father Midnight, you know, the cleric Midnight. Well, Tucker is your dad, so granddaddy Tucker. I guess so, yeah. I mean, technically speaking, we're not too far apart. I believe we are only like 3 years apart, but I guess that's long enough in internet like time, I guess. So yeah, that would be true. But I don't know how old the Canoni is, so maybe you can be his daddy, you know. It do be like that. Oh man, it's always a joy. It is always a joy having you guys here. The point in taking down names are probably aliases. So the first number is gonna be 30. Holiday was 30, and Eve was. I don't know. The secret to long life, good friends and good luck. So now I gotta. Does this say Bronco? Yes, it says Bronco. So I now gotta see if I can track down 2 numbers of which I don't really know. I know that the first number is like 30, but the other one I don't really know which one that would be. 1881 Tombstone, Doug Holiday and Wyatt Earp at the OK Corral. 1981. Now, let me say just in case. It feels nice to, you know, have a still background of the phone. It feels very personal. I don't know if that makes any sense. Yeah, sure enough, let's see. I don't really see if I have any clues. Let's see. Let us see. What does MC mean? MC, MR, MS, M plus, M minus? I don't really know what that means. Examine a cash register. So we have 30, right? We have 30. I could always just brute force this. It's gonna take a while though. So yeah, how's your day, everybody? Eh? I don't really know that I should be doing this like at all. Eh? There's nothing here, she says. When death comes to Tombstone, Holiday was 30 and Eve was number. Holiday was 30. Not bad for a gunman of the Old West. The secret to long life, good friends and good luck. Before entering the 4-digit code, and press total when you're done. That is good so far. The heat is kind of crazy though, not gonna. That is true, yeah. It's been very, very hot and very humid in these past days. So much so that we have, you know, the peak for us this summer has been of 40 something on the real like number, quote unquote, of temperature, and we also had a feel like temperature of 51 at one point. You know, it was like 38 degrees Celsius, but we had like a 51 feel like temperature, so it was definitely really hot. And man, I really hope that you guys will definitely not go through that. Not looking forward to tomorrow on Friday. Here it is supposed to be 100 Fahrenheit here. How much would that be? I guess let me see what I can do. Let's see. Celsius to Fahrenheit. I don't really know the what is it called? The way to convert. So let's see. You say 100, right? 100. 37. Yeah, it was close to how we were. We were at like 38 degrees Celsius. So yeah, practically 100 degrees Celsius. So you guys are gonna be just as you know, warm, just as hot. I was gonna say just as hot, but you guys are already hot. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. You guys are gonna be just as warm as we are currently in here. But yeah, sure enough. The highest that we was, I don't really know. We had a 107 degrees Fahrenheit, and the highest feel like sensation of temperature was that of 123.8, so 134 degrees Fahrenheit, sorry. So 124, Jesus Christ. Yeah, if it was 100 degrees Celsius, we would have really been dead, you know. Nobody would actually like survive that. Can't remember the number. Check the steel and you will get a reminder. Was 30 and it was not bad for down man. Tombstone. Man, oh man, I don't remember this. 1881 Tombstone, Doc Holliday and Wyatt Earp at the OK Corral. So people already died at that day, yeah, you know, on 1881, that year. And Wyatt Earp at the OK Corral. Maybe 81, 3081? It would be very funny if that actually is the... So, let's see. 3081. That would have been really nice. I don't think I need to use an item here. Can I use a magnet and then hack the register thingy? Alright. Neo-Mitrochondrial creature. So 30 something, eh? There's nothing in here, she says. I forget that I run automatically. Man, I don't remember. Before entering the 4-digit code and press total when you're done. Can't remember the number? Check the steel and you will. Holiday was 30, and ERP was the secret to long life, good friends and good luck. But I guess when it comes to good friends, do they mean the internet? Eh? Because that's a good friend right there. Eh? I mean, this is still 1881. Tombstone, Doc Holliday, and Wyatt Earp. Earp? At the OK Corral. 1881. So maybe the number is just 1881, eh? Let me check, eh? Let's see. 1881. But wow, 1881. Oh man, is it really not bad? Maybe it is the other way around. 81, 80, 18. Because I don't suppose it is gonna be 1830. And it's not gonna be 8130. Or maybe it will. I already tried 3081. Oh, right, yeah. 3081 maybe. And I already tried 3018. Actually, no, I haven't tried it yet. And by no means we have 1831, which I already like tried. Oh well. So my assumption is the following. Since the date of the steel didn't really, you know, match with anything else, the only hints that we have is the date, not the date, but the age in which Doc Holliday died, you know, at, which was 30 years old. So how do I infer the age in which Wyatt Earp died based on the date of the steel? And this place, this book doesn't really have the name of the people. The people. So let me go outside and let me go back in, because I kind of feel like that's gonna be the thing. I mean, unless they want me to go back with the sheriff. Well, actually, he's not. He wasn't a sheriff. Was he a sheriff? I don't remember. Maybe he only was a mechanic. And ask him, yo, did you know when, or you know, at what age this guy died? A still picture from the old movie. The two gunslingers walking down a street in a Wild West town. It's labeled 1881 Tombstone. The shootout at the Okie Coral. Doc Holliday's on the left. On the right is Sheriff Wyatt Earp. So space, I guess this is the middle of the desert. Hitchhikers. Months of 98. Cash register, don't forget. Press on before the button and press total when you're done. Can remember the number? Check the still and you will. And that's come to Doomstone, man. Holiday was 30 and Earp was. Somehow, that little hashtag right there, I feel ashamed calling it a hashtag because I know that it has another name, but I don't remember. And I don't think it was pound sign, because that is not a pound sign, you know, the sign of pounds, the currency. Or maybe it is a pound sign, I don't really know. Was 30 and Earp was. Number Holiday was 30 and Earp was. Remember the still and you will. Something Holiday. I do not believe the number of letters on the name, or like whatever that may be. 1881 Tombstone. Doc Holiday and Wyatt Earp. Doc. Number Holiday. Yeah, that's the name. That should be out his first name, eh? And I believe then the letters don't really have anything to do with the number 30. And a Wyatt Earp at the Okie Coral. 1881. I don't fully expect this game to, you know, wanting me to get the prime number of the 1881 or whatever. Wyatt and Doc. I don't remember. Do you guys remember what we gotta do here? Maybe there is something else that I do gotta get somehow. I also don't remember having anything over here, the monkey wrench. I just says lobby, Mr. Douglas. Press a pound sign. I wish I could help more. No worries. I know that maybe not a lot of people play this game. I think what you have to do in this game right now, I just gotta get a number to get the cash register to open. So maybe 30 is gonna be, well, I mean, it says 4-digit code, so nothing that I can do about it. And I cannot really use anything else. So I feel like I gotta deduct the age in which the other cowboy, the sheriff, died at when the shootout happened in the poster of the movie. There's someone posted here. When death comes to Tombstone, number Holiday was 30, like the Doc Holiday, the cowboy that was, you know, going against the sheriff. He was 30 years old when he died, and Wyatt Earp, the sheriff, was, I don't really know at what age he died at. That's what for gunmen of the Old West. The secret to long life, good friends and good luck. Before entering the 4-digit code and press total when you're done. Can't remember the number. Check the still and you will. And so here's the still. There we go. 1881, Tombstone. Doc Holliday and Wyatt Earp at the Okie Corral. They were like, you know, shooting at each other. And Doc Holliday was 30 years old when he died. So I gotta figure out somehow, based on the date, you know, that the still, you know, is from, at what age Wyatt Earp died, or you know what age he was, because I feel like I could definitely brute force this somehow, but I don't feel like I should do it that way. But I don't really, otherwise I don't really feel that I have like enough information. So how would I deduct, not the, well, yeah, I guess deduct now. How would I deduce, yeah, how would I deduce the age of the sheriff based on the year of the photo? I don't really know. I honestly do not really know. Like, my second guess is just that I gotta go back to Mr. Douglas and ask him directly. I don't really know if that's a possibility, because the game somehow seems to actually want me to do that sometimes. Doc Holliday and Wyatt Earp at the Okie Corral. I don't know. Do you guys know? For the sake of the stream actually, like, you know, going on, I guess I do gotta, you know, search Parasite Eve, Parasite. So maybe in a couple of years I will actually don't remember what to do. Parasite Eve 2, cash registered puzzle explanation without solution. Hi, little baby. Oh, by the way, Midnight, have you seen the little baby? Check this out, Midnight. Check this out. I gotta show you the little baby. Come here, little baby. Check him out. Ah, here's the little baby. Oh, the little baby. Don't be the baby. Look at the baby. Here is the baby. It's amazing. Yeah, check this little baby out. Meow meow. Meow meow. You start this conga. I mean meow meow. Oh, I have the little baby. He's just a small wee lad, and he loves to play because he's really small. You know, he obviously loves to play. Ain't that right, little kitty cat? The kitty cat. Nice, yeah, he's such a small wee baby. He also has a belly, and you know, I love him for that. He's a small little wee baby who has a little belly. Let's see. The cash register puzzle requires figuring out a 4-digit code using clues about famous Old West historical figures. History. You can figure out the solution by following these 3 steps. Find the memo and clues. Read the notes posted on the wall near the register for the overreaching riddle. It mentions problems with the register and gives a brief history about death in Tombstone. Review the portraits. Look closely at the portraits and paintings of famous historical gun lingers hanging on the walls of the motel. So, can I interact with the rest of the you know, the pictures in here? Actually, I don't think there's any more of those. Hi Cass, how you doing? Welcome in. Hi Cass, by the way, check this out. Check this out, Cass. Check this out. Check this out. Check this out. Look at this baby. I'm showing you the baby. He's looking at my mom right now. He's looking at her like going like, what are you doing? Look at the baby. Oh baby. Oh, so much. I'm doing really good because I have a little baby right here, and I have you guys in the chat as well. But yeah, welcome in, Cass. How you doing? I have a wee small lad over here. Ain't that right, little baby? Ain't that right? Ooh. He's purring. He loves getting pets. Ooh, I love him so much. He also wants to go up on my desk, and that's not allowed. The little baby. Oh, I am caressing his back. But I'm glad that you're doing well. I'm doing just as good. I'm glad that you're having a lovely, lovely day. So apparently, I do get a. I'm also a little bit stuck on this this puzzle. What's his name? His name is Felix, because you know Felix the cat. You know, Felix the cat, my cat. Press the button. No, baby, you cannot come up on the desk. I know that you want to play and investigate because you're a small little baby. Here we go. But yeah, his name is Felix because of Felix the cat. Felix the cat, and I don't remember the lyrics because I only know the Spanish version. Right? And little boy. Oh, you're purring, you're purring, you're purring. Man, I don't really know what else I gotta investigate in here. Like, supposedly I do gotta deduct the age of this guy when he died, based on the clues. No, he meows because he knows that he's not allowed to be on top of the desk, but he wants to play on top of the desk. Maybe he's like, what are you looking at? Why are you looking at the TV on the desk? Look at me instead. But yeah. Now I have 4 dogs, 1 tortoise, one turtle, and a little wee baby kitty cat. So it seems that I gotta do calculate the age. The riddle asks for the age of two separate people. The memo explicitly provides the age of the first person. For the second person, calculate their age by using the lifespan dates and events detailed in the paintings and room literature. But there's only one. The riddle asks for the ages of 2 separate people. The memo explicitly provides the age. For the second person, calculate their age based using the lifespan dates and events detailed in the paintings and the room literature. But there's only one painting. 33. Let's see. Hopefully that's not gonna be the answer right away because well, hopefully it would be because 33. Oh, it was actually. It was a 33, but why? I mean, I guess if I did in fact brute force it, I would have come to that conclusion. Like eventually, eh? I mean, sure enough, yeah, if I'm gonna brute force it, then I don't feel like the sheriff is gonna be any younger than the guy who he was fighting against. So I guess if I did start at 30, I was gonna eventually land on 33, But yeah, thank you so much, Derek. I guess taking into account the life expectancy of the guy, the people back in the ye old west, 30 years old means that you're really old. No offense, Derek, by the way. That is indeed a lot of animals. Yeah, we have 4 dogs, 3 small ones, and 1 big one, a tortoise, a turtle, And this little wee baby. You would have gotten there eventually. Yeah, it do be true. So yeah, man, those guys were old. 30 years old. Ew. They were practically you know, falling apart at the moment. Eh? But yeah, Midnight is here. Eh? Yeah, he's here. The Midnight, the Legend. The key found in the lobby. Let's pick up the item. I don't really know what this key is for, but this is a key and a half. For real, for real. Key item. Let's see. Key found in the lobby. The tag says Bronco. If you guys know that song, you guys are true OGs. Which I wouldn't really blame you if you guys didn't know that song, because that's a Spanish song, eh? You know. And now the little baby is resting on my lap. Hello, the enemy. Take that, society. There you go. I believe that the little kid is actually like kind of intrigued on the animals in here, because I don't really know if I should be calling them animals. Didn't I have a burst? Whoa. Wait a minute, I have magic, eh? Didn't I have a burst action? Oh, no, little kitty, no. The little kitty actually is really curious about what's going on the screen. He wants to battle the enemies as well, eh? He actually just by a centimeter almost closed the game, eh? You know some Spanish? Oh yeah. If you know some Spanish, I wholeheartedly recommend you looking at the Bronco song. You know, by I don't remember the name of the band, but they have a no, little baby. I know that you want to kill the enemy, but you can do it through the screen. Eh? He really wants to play this game. Eh? I swear they used to have a burst action thingy. Or maybe I'm pressing the wrong button, eh? But yeah, no, the cat actually... I know that you wanna play the game. He actually is curious about what's going on the screen. Eh? He wants to be like... Bye. He wants to kill the enemy. Ain't that right, little... Don't cry, baby. I know that you wanna play. We like to play a game, says the thing. Oh, he's actually like eating my controller right now. I should heal, actually. Eh? The first word you learn in Spanish is sandía. Wow, watermelon. Watermelon, man. Sandía. Have you guys heard that song, Watermelon Man? I believe it's by Herbie Hancock. It's a really cool song. Eh? Let me heal, and let me eat one of these. There we go. Oh man, I would love a sandía right now, actually. A sandía with tajin and chamoy. Delicious. Let me save, just in case. I love watermelon. Yeah, watermelon is really nice. I hope that you guys have watermelon where you guys, you know, where you guys live. Because man. But yeah, here's Midnight, eh? Hi, Cass. Hi, Midnight. Hey, everybody. My cat wants to eat my nail. I don't really know why. We have a bathroom here. Flush. It works. I'm not sure if this is right, but the sentence I first learned was "Me gusta sandía." You gotta add the pronoun there. You gotta add, you know, it is funny how in Spanish I guess we also have pronouns, but me gusta la sandía. Me gusta la sandía. There we go. Because it do be like that. Ticket-ticketin, 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 ticket-ticketin. But yeah, you're really close to that, yeah. Me gusta la sandía. It is interesting because in Spanish, as much as a controversy that it may be, as much as controversial as it may be, as much as a controversy that it may be, yeah. No, baby, no. Yeah, in Spanish we do have gender pronouns. So we have like feminine pronouns or like feminine words or like masculine words. So it's really funky. Let me get you all with this. So that's how I get my burst action. I love it. How would you guys do in this situation, eh? Let me see if my shotgun actually works. Oh wow, eh? Well, that girl died. Jesus Christ, eh? Let me get my gun going. Ah, whoa, my hand, eh? It's just like my cat. She wants to eat my hand, eh? Wee, she said that, eh? Yeah, the shotgun blew away. This shotgun is like no joke whatsoever, eh? It explodes them. I also have a grenade gun, which is like just as fun, eh? But it is nice that I did buy the shotgun. I can see the motel stairs from here. There's a coin slot on the TV. 30 minutes for like 50 cents. What a ripoff, eh? For real. Like at that point I wouldn't really watch TV, eh? Which I don't do, actually. I don't really watch TV anymore, eh? I guess I only watch it when there's like a special event. Like for example, I did not watch the game yesterday. I heard it through my family who was actually like watching it. I was like doing other stuff. But Mexico won yesterday. I know that a lot of people didn't want Mexico to win. And some Mexicans also as well didn't want them to win, because some people may be like, yo, they are like, allocating resources and everybody's paying attention to the game, whereas like, when there's like other issues going on. And even if that's the case, I don't feel like, all the problems in the world are gonna be, fixed just by not doing football, Maybe it could help a little bit, yes, but, people also need to, be happy. The movie night episode of Love Island. Ooh, I wonder, did you meet that? Hopefully he did. How about the top shop? There's something there. I have a belt pouch. Ooh, I love that. So this game actually has a good system of incentivizing the player to investigate at least twice the same place, because there's a lot of flavor text in this game. A toilet. Nothing of interest yet. Not even a person of interest? Uh-oh. I can see the motel stairs. So here's a shower, we have a toilet. My ass, they're a little greener, shiny. This mirror is broken. I'm reflected twice in this mirror. Because the mirror is broken. Person of interest mention? Yo! I will one day watch that show. I have already asked Ali if we can watch it together. I believe we can do so on Sundays. Not Sundays, on Saturdays. Hopefully so. And she was like, yeah, sure, because she loves that show so much that I don't but that I've seen her being like, I don't mind watching this show back to back. Like, she actually does not mind watching that show, from the beginning, like as many times as needed. Eh? You did watch movie night. Can't wait for part 2. Oh yeah, it's a good show. I will definitely watch it, sometime. I can see the motel stairs. A pay TV. Have you guys ever seen a pay TV? I don't think I have. Maybe I will. Maybe I once did. Sincere finally being known as a pathological liar. Goddamn. Because I do be like that, yeah. Did I already go in here? Yes, this is my Roomba. My Roomba. Well, actually, that's Conga, not Roomba. Eh? Oh, speaking about Starla, yeah, there she is. Just like for 11 hours, chat. Life is good. For real, for real. If they were like uninterrupted hours, life is totally good. Eh? It to be like that for real, for real. Welcome in, Starla. Welcome in. We were just mentioning you, actually. Because I mentioned person of interest, and you know, the topic came out, you know, and I was like, yeah, sure enough, I will definitely like watch it, because I do remember that I did mention you if we could watch it together. And you know, once you actually have like enough time, we can definitely do some. Probably on Saturdays. How do Saturdays sound for you? Hopefully. How are I wonder. What did you just at my house? Yeah, how'd you get that? You know, how'd you get out? How'd you get out that fast? Actually, How are I? Yeah, how are I? That's the question that I do answer. You know, that I question myself sometimes. How are I? Somehow I feel like I shouldn't be here just yet. But you know, who am I to know it? You drove the car and then drove it back and then walked back. God damn. That's a lot of walking back, eh? Spinning drum dryer. I always forget my clothes in the dryer and they get all wrinkled. Eh? It'd be like that, eh? Yeah, such a champ. She did a montage, you know, one of those Disney or Pixar kind of DreamWorks in a kind of montage. And then in 3 hours she was back in Canada. Eh? A shirt press. Nothing of interest here. Not even a person of interest there. What's under the linen? Nothing. I hope Ezra wasn't too upset that I was gone. Eh? God damn. Hopefully no. I like that we were talking about a person of interest and Stella appeared. Yeah, we summoned her. Yeah, as I was mentioning. Jesus Christ, my English is really bad today. As I was mentioning, yeah, one day I will definitely watch that show. Hopefully we can, you know, schedule that so that we can actually like watch the show. Yeah, you were summoned. I've been summoned. I don't have a use for any of these. He says. A black fire resistant safe. It has a 4-digit number lock. Let it spin, eh? I don't know. I'm gonna try the one from Resident Evil. Eh? Nothing happened. Eh? I don't really know. Eh? A portrait of a tough-looking Apache, Geronimo. So say Geronimo. He died in 1909. An Apache leader, one of the last to fight the white settlers. Interesting. Nothing in here, nothing over there. A gas can. This is it. It's light. It must be empty. Eh? I got a jerry can. Is that what they're called? Jerry cans? I didn't know that Jerry. Oh hi. I didn't know that Jerry was so famous then. Where's that guy? Death and destruction. Eh? Ow. Ow. There we go. I'm sure that there's gonna be more enemies around. Yeah, that's what I thought. Maybe I gotta adjust my approach. Combustion, maybe. Tobuscus, eh? Necrosis, plasma, metabolism. Killing would be. Oh, actually, I don't have enough AP for that. I'm gonna do this just because it's funny. Oh, I gotta heal. Eh? Yum 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 yum, delicious. Eh? No, I don't want to do that. Let me do this just because it's funny, eh? Kaboom, eh? Kaboom. Kaboom. Ow. There we go. Bada bing, bada boom. Minda is very lucky to have the dog, by the way. She's such a sweetie. I can see, you know, through the photos that she was really sweet. The fact that, you know, the way that she was looking at you, like that means that she's, you know, she's really sweet. You can definitely see how, you know, when a dog is actually like pretty mellow, I guess. Just by the way that, you know, they look at somebody. Because I do believe that, I genuinely believe that, you know, dogs can sense good people, like the good in people. If a dog, even if you like live for like, I don't know, like a month with a dog, if that dog is still growling at you, there's something that you gotta, you know, check out with yourself, because I genuinely believe that, you know, once a dog gets to know you, it can actually, like, you know, learn to be, you know, chill with you, or if there's something wrong with you, you know, it'll let you know. She was a cutie because she wouldn't just start licking your face, but she's got as close as she possibly could. That did be true. You don't like it when dogs lick your face? I do, because I feel like, you know, they are just giving you kissy kisses, and I'm like, wow. I'm all about those kissy kisses, you know, from the dogs. Let me see what I can do. But sure enough, I do know what you mean, because I guess some people would, more than anything, consider a well-trained dog to not just go, you know, licking everybody, eh? Like right out of the battle. Oh, that do be true. That do be true. You have makeup on, yeah. I don't know if maybe the dog also sensed that. I don't know. Dogs are really pretty smart, you know? They are really smart. I love the dogs. A young girl in a mysterious world. She ends up becoming a dictator. My young world is mysterious enough. A radio. This would sell well in an antique shop. Did she make any noises? Did she go? Well, I mean, do you know that? What is that breed of dog that is really famous for just going like that? Eh? Like there's some dog that goes like that, which is really funny. Eh? But did she make any funny noises? Eh? Did she wag her tail like? Woo? I imagine that she was also, you know, really happy. A happy girl. Oh yeah, how was the SLAD live show? I see that you posted something regarding that on your Twitter. By the way, everybody follow Starlight if you guys haven't already. But, you know, aside from that, yeah, how was your experience? Phenomenal. Oh yeah, I don't know why some people on Twitter are acting like it was bad or cringe. It was pretty funny and lighthearted, yeah. I guess some people expect, like, you know, like a big production, but just hanging around, just you know, having a face-to-face with your community is really nice. So if there wasn't more than just that, I believe that some people may be like, that's it, I paid, you know, $1 million for this. But you know, you know your streamer, you know, you know what to expect. There's a cry that he couldn't say goodbye. Oh man, he was pissed. Yeah, I imagine that he was, you know, very EP sleepy. Oh man. You know what you could have done? You could have autographed something for him and be like, hey, I couldn't be there, I couldn't be here, you need to say bye, but you know, well, here's my autograph, eh? He said you guys had plans to play together. That would have been really nice. Yeah, a little note would have been really nice. But you know, it did be like that, yeah. That means that you did that you did a really good impression on him. That's amazing, Stada. That's amazing. I wanna try and see if I can get something else out of this place. There's a save that I don't really know the code of. So maybe I will try and see if I can get it. There will be plenty of time in the future, 100%. The little guy is so funny. I should definitely believe that, you know. Since Midnight himself is really funny, I don't doubt that, you know, the kids are also just as funny. Or as fun, actually, because unless Midnight locks his window, eh? Man, oh man, was it really that? Did that actually happen? Did you actually have to go through the window? That feels like that may have been an actual thing that happened. But did you actually have to go through his window? Just a bit, I think it's funny. Well, I mean, it would have been just as funny or a little bit funnier if it actually was the truth. It has only happened twice, you know, for us, but we actually have had to, you know, enter through the window because we kind of locked our doors. It has only happened twice in my lifespan. No, she didn't. Next time she will, eh? For real, eh? I mean, she can fit through any window anyway, you know. I mean, you have seen her, right? She can fit through any window, right? I think for a second I even convinced him he had locked me out. I feel like you could have definitely like convinced him, man. Like I don't. I say this with from the bottom of my heart, but I do believe that Derek might have been at least a little bit like, wait, did I lock her out? No, I didn't. Did I lock her out? I do believe that you maybe actually convince him maybe just a second, and I feel like that could have been really funny. That's how lovable Derek is, That's how lovable that guy is. We love Derek in the stream, man. He's very endearing, and we love that, We love that for him and from him and by him, Shoutouts to Derek. Let me give you a shout out, Derek, because you deserve it. Everybody here deserves a shout out. Every single one of you deserves a medal. Let me give you a shout out. Shout out to Midnight Underground. Midnight Underground. Let me give you one also. Starla. S.O. Ali Starla. S.O. Oh, that's like a cooldown of 25 minutes. Goddamn. Let's see. What I love about that beginning segment is there in the beginning, before I say anything, he keeps glancing back. Yeah, he's like, she's behind me, isn't she? Let's go. I didn't know that the thing had a cooldown of 25 minutes. That kind of sucks. Well, that's Frosty Tools. I don't really know if Nightbot is actually like active enough, but yeah, I do use Frosty Tools for that. Maybe I should use Nightbot for the shoutouts. 25 minutes. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna be using Frosty Tools anymore for like shoutouts, because 25 minutes of cooldown. Goddamn. Definitely not gonna do that anymore. Goddamn. I believe I can still use the key for the thing. So let me see what I can do. Let me go back and get some more bullets. Get my bullets. So yeah, Frosty Tools is really nice for when it comes to like like customize. Hello, I hope that the guy is also around here. No, he's not here anymore. Goddamn. Well, this is what I could. I guess let me heal just in case, or should I go on the offense? Man, should I heal? I guess I will heal it. There we go. Let me do this because I think it will be really funny. That guy died, man. And not for a good cause. Man. There we go. I had to do what I had to do. My left leg is still all messed up. I hope I didn't hurt the ligament or something. Why does it hurt though? I don't think midnight knows, but my first flight was cancelled. I believe you mentioned that, yeah, you mentioned that your first flight back, or your first flight from Canada to the US. Because I do remember that you mentioned something about your flight back. Also, why did you hurt your left leg? Like, I know that you maybe you did have to walk like a lot, which is good exercise, by the way. So if that's the case, then yeah, I imagine why your left leg hurts. But why does it hurt though? Let me get some bullets. 500 bullets. 500 cigarettes. Let me get this thing. Let me get this thing. Let me get this thing. Let me get that box of that penicillin. My Toomfa. Want the hydrant? No. The shotgun shells could be nice, I guess. Let me move them all. Now it's only a matter of seeing exactly what I can do with this thing. Or how... Or which, actually, which type of shotgun shells those are. Slugs. Interesting. Solid shot, powerful shot with good accuracy. Interesting. He was on the bus back. You was on the bus back from Midnight's. You was maybe 20 minutes away from my destination, and you got an email saying that your flight to Toronto was cancelled. Toronto was cancelled for mechanical issues, and they wanted my next flight to be today at 8 a.m. I legit had nowhere to go. Rachel and Sala had already left. Starry, had already left. Couldn't turn back to midnight, and Air Canada isn't responsible for getting you a hotel. Man, yeah. I'm really glad that in the end everything worked out, because it would have been really bad for you to, you know, find a place just like that, like right out of nowhere. So I'm glad that in the end nothing bad happened. I still gotta head out and pick up my son. I'll catch you all later. Have a good day, Midnight. Yeah, have a good night, Derek. Night, day, whatever. I believe it's still day where you guys live. Have a nice rest of your day, and say hi to your son. Hell yeah. But yeah, in the end, I'm glad that nothing bad, you know, happened, because man, I can't imagine the desperation that may have cost you, and I'm just glad to know that they fixed the schedule just for you, right? No, but I'm glad that in the end everything worked out. Should I keep the Firefly? Ignites flammable targets. I guess I gotta keep it on in here. I'm still gonna keep the slugs in here just in case, but nothing else. Man, I really hope that I won't have to go through something like that, because I don't really know what I would do. I guess I'm gonna use this just in case. Combat light. I don't really use this. I'm gonna move. I like to move and move. Let's see. Let me get my combat light and remove it. And increases. Shouldn't I use this? Let's see. Belt pouch. Oh no, that's for my combat armor. But yeah, and everyone was telling me to do different things, and I was like, fuck that, I'm just going to the airport and they're getting me home. Yeah, I mean, you would be surprised how often the real solution is just go to the site and talk to some people, you know? Any kind of like direct communication that you can have is way better than just, you know, writing an email, or just, you know, maybe even sometimes just, you know, better than calling on the phone, you know, having a call on the phone. At first, Air Canada wanted to send me to New Jersey for a flight for tomorrow, and I tried to fucking say, yeah, that just wasn't a good solution, you know. So in the end, everything went all right. It is okay if you don't want to disclose this, but did you still have any, like, if that ever happened, were you still like covered, like enough covered, you know, monetarily speaking? If you don't want to disclose that, because, you know, I imagine that may have been just as bad as an inconvenience, monetarily just as much as it would have been, you know, for your schedule, because I know that you wanted to be on your, you know, they wanted to be in, you know, in Canada, you know, in time for like Canada Day. Also, happy Canada Day to everybody living in Canada, and to any Canadians outside of Canada as well. So, and they wanted to bring me to another airport, an hour away, for a 9 p.m. flight. But when I was like, there's a lot of traffic, you think I would make that? And she didn't seem confident. Yeah, I mean, they know their state. I'm sure that she was like, no, yeah, with this traffic, hon, I don't think you would be there in time for real. So I'm glad that, you know, that they did get some sense out of your situation. Some sense out of your situation. That they were like, they were reasonable enough. There we go. I love those little babies that go, whew! Look at this guy. But the spots 9:55 they flight with Delta to Toronto, but I had to walk 15 minutes around the airport to get to Terminal C. That's what for my life up. Yeah, 15 minutes of walking, man, oh man. Like a lot of people would have. I don't know if they have the thing in which the thing. I gotta be more concise with what I say. I wonder if that airport also had, which I imagine that they didn't. You know that some airports have like scooters that you can, like electric scooters that you can take from one end to another, because when it comes to big airports, yeah, they kind of like have been implemented that means of transport so that people can get faster to one side of the airport to another. I don't really know if they do that anymore, but did they not have that? At that end, we have to run down 30 flights of stairs on Monday after walking around New York City for 20 hours Sunday. That is a lot of walking, man. Jesus Christ. It would have been really cool. Well, not really cool. It would have been, I guess, handy or like an interesting thing to have a little like step counter. I know that there's like I don't know if Google Fit or like Google Fitness has that implementation. I mean, it would take more battery to like have it on, but it would have been interesting to see how many steps you actually like took, while walking in New York City. Thankfully, I paid for nothing. That is true. Yeah, that is the best outcome that could have happened in a situation like that. You didn't see any. Maybe they don't really do that anymore. Like, I know that some airports used to have like scooters, but maybe they don't really use or like offer them anymore because maybe it is like dangerous for people, especially if they don't really know how to drive them. I don't really know. Although if they have like self-driving ones, then sure enough, but I don't know. But that was indeed a lot of walking. As much of a contradiction as it may seem, I wholeheartedly recommend you doing light stretches, and dynamic stretches more than anything, just so that you can get enough rest while not sacrificing your mobility. Because at the end of the day, motion is lotion, as that guy on the internet used to say, or still says. So as much of a contradiction as it may seem, I do recommend you, of course, resting, but doing active resting, as people would often say. Because after walking quite a lot, just a rock wall on that. After walking quite a lot, it can be more beneficial for you to do light walking. Like, don't just stay in bed like all day, but walk it out a little bit, but lightly. This mirror is missing a piece. Also, by the way, Stala, check this out, Stala. Oh, the little baby. Meow, meow, meow. You only say meow, meow. Check the baby out. Meow, meow. Meow, meow. Meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow. It's all around the world. The little bird. He has a little belly. I love him so much. I want to squeeze him. Meow, meow. He also wants to attack my monitor, because he sees movement on the monitor and he just wants to like bounce at the monitor. Which I guess it's understandable when it comes to, little kitties, because, they're really curious about everything. I have a bottle. I don't even know what these bottles are for. Oh man, I don't have any water. I should definitely like refill my water. A portrait of a severe looking man, Kit Carson. He died in 1868. Famous mountain man from the pioneering days. Interesting. Oh yeah, how did your cats react when you came back? I'm sure that they were like, oh my god, there she is. I know that cats do act different from dogs when they don't see their owners for like a good while. But I kind of wonder how they actually like reacted. There you go. There you go. They were confused at first, but very happy because I smelled different, yeah. You smell like Midnight's dog a little bit, I imagine. I know that you maybe had like maybe 2 showers since then, but you know, the smell of dog kind of lingers for them because you know they have a very, very, very powerful sense of smell. But yeah, since you smell different, maybe they were like, what's that? It's been said that sometimes, or I don't know if sometimes, but some cats do see their owners going out and then coming back as them going to hunt. So I don't know if they were confused because you didn't have like any kind of like, you know, prey or like food when you came back. Maybe you did, I don't know. So I don't know if your cats think that way. But I'm glad that they were really happy. There's a novel in which an accident switches people's memories. That couldn't happen in real life. It wouldn't kill the owner to buy a new TV once in a while. Yeah, I don't know if you know... Well, I mean, I guess, you know, reading a novel could be fine in a place like this. It feels just as cozy of a place to do that, you know? A portrait of a young man. Billy the Kid. Wow. I know that name, eh? Isn't he from Soul Eater? Well, no, that's the kid. Lived 21 years, shot 21 people, a famous outlaw of the Old West. Some say he was a Robin Hood. He was just a murderer. Billy the Kid. Goddamn. Probably the Mojave Desert. And arid region, California, it's funny, huh? Mojave Desert. And yet there's ghost towns like this out here. For real, the Mojave Landscape Desert. Also, by the way, what cool things did you buy in New York City? Did you buy some Zelda paraphernalia? Did you buy what cool things did you buy? Also, you didn't have any. I hope that you didn't have like any problems with like food and drinks or whatever, because back in the time in which we actually like had to go through the airport like check thingy in, you know, on our way back from Peru, we had to throw away some drinks because they were not allowed on the plane. You know, drinks were definitely not allowed to be on the plane. I feel like I'm missing something, but I don't know what I'm missing. Maybe there was nothing in the end. What's up, little kitty? He only says meow, meow, meow. But I really hope that you didn't have any troubles with like food and drinks and anything. Maybe dye field isn't as dry as it seems. Do it. Organs of sense on bristly heart, and without any plates on the uncle's layer. As you know, go from to a jet, locked door, Colgate, just some graffiti. Besides expensive sushi, I didn't really want. The food was okay. I didn't really want. But okay, besides expensive sushi, you didn't really want. The food was okay. But I wonder why. Well, I mean, I imagine that, you know, was it Rachel's idea? Because yeah, I don't really know you as a sushi gal. Which, if you wanted to try it out, yeah, that's okay. But I imagine that was like, you know, Rachel's idea maybe, or maybe Starry's idea. I don't know. I don't say it was a bad idea, but the fact that the sushi, you know, ended up being bad. Well, obviously it wasn't their fault, you know. I like sushi, but not expensive sushi. Yeah, expensive sushi only tends to be expensive because of the name or the brand or the place, you know. This motel is very rustic. Nothing on the top shelf either. Goddamn. Let's investigate the other places. I like sushi because it had no bones. Or it has no bones. It's hot today, but I don't need any ice. I already been here, I imagine, yes. I don't know, it's been a big while, it's been a good while since I last had any sushi. I do like sushi as well, but I'm also like, Even though I haven't really had it quite a lot of times in my life, I can confidently say that when sushi is good, it is really good. But when it's not good, it definitely shows. You can definitely taste when sushi is not good at all, which it definitely sucks. But man. Okay, I have already checked this place out. I don't really know if there's anything else. Maybe I do gotta go back to the guide, because I now have the thing. Oh wait, wasn't there like a gas thingy over here? Maybe there was. I need to get some gasoline. An abandoned motorcycle. Let me check. I use for this now, obviously. I wonder where next am I gonna be, traveling to, because back in the day, as if it was like long ago. I mean, it's been 2 years since then, I believe, maybe 3 years. But when I went to Peru, I was definitely not expecting, to go to Peru. It was like an opportunity that, sure, it presented itself, but it wasn't. It is not like Peru was like on my bucket list or anything, eh? But I'm still happy that I did go to Peru. So I kind of wonder where life is gonna take me next. It would be nice to go to a TwitchCon, for example, but I just don't really know when or where that could be. Maybe in the UK, maybe in the US, maybe if we somehow get invited to like TwitchCon or whatever, maybe we can go. Yeah, sure enough. I feel like that could be a really cool thing. For those of you who have gone to TwitchCon, is it as good as people say it is? I kinda wonder about that, because I don't really know. Somehow the gasoline pump escape damage. Not that I have a card to use it. But I still need to, like, use the thing. There we go. I obtained some gasoline. God damn. Let me see if I can update my things. I have some experience that I can definitely spend. Strengthen. Yeah, let me strengthen that. Let me pump that. Let me pump that. Experience in that thing. Immolates enemies. Necrosis. Reduces physical damage. Raises bullets' kinetic energy. I feel like it could be nice to actually strengthen this. There we go. I like sushi because it has no bones. Would you guys like to go to any Spanish-speaking country? Like, sure enough, I'm sure that if you guys came to Mexico, you guys would have an amazing time. I guess it also depending on where you guys go. But I remember that Gaz mentioned that she was also. I don't know if she's studying it, but she mentioned that she knows some Spanish, and I feel like that's really cool, People that are interested in other languages and studies them, The more languages that you... Oh, my little cat actually like plopped down on the ground. It's really funny. The more languages that you learn, that you know how to speak, the more friends that you can make. And I feel like that's really magical, Let me see what else I can do. I heard a sound. Uh-oh. There we go. That's why I heard the sound. Let me get this bottle. I don't even know what this bottle is all about, but I'm getting this bottle. Man, I gotta say, I don't really know how to play billiards or like pool or whatever. I know that I know the basics rules of it, but I don't really know like any tricks or whatever. Which I guess it is not required for you to actually like play the game. But you know, it would be cool to just be like, hey guys, let's play some sets and you like amaze everybody. But I feel like, you know, billiards is really fun, a really fun game to play. Some tunes might lighten the mood. Oh, what a song. Listening away the morning. What about Tower Rendezvous? Let's go with the cowboy one. Hell yeah. Also, this game 100, that's a real game. I have played this before on stream. It is not a pinball game, by the way. Although maybe they actually did a pinball game based on 900, I don't know. But it is kind of like a like a side scroller shoot 'em up kind of deal. Pinball Machine 900. Wish I had time to play some balls. Some balls, some balls. Some balls, some bowie. Where's the exit, by the way? Where's the door hole? Could you guys believe that I never watched Drake and Josh for more than one episode? I know that it sounds crazy, but I wasn't really big on the live-action shows that Nickelodeon and Disney used to have. I only watched a couple of those because some of those were actually like really funny, like Waverly Hills. The Wizards of Waverly Hills, Zack and Cody, and some of the movies as well. But other than that, I don't really remember most of the shows. I at least I don't remember watching them. You know. For example, when it comes to Disney movies, yeah, sure enough, I did watch High School Musical. I did watch Jump Up, the Sharpie movie, and I believe that's it. Probably. But when it comes to Nickelodeon, at the Nickelodeon, I didn't really used to watch a lot of the shows. And I sometimes feel like I missed out on those, but I don't really know. The only live action shows that I used to watch from Nickelodeon was Kenan and Kel, The Enemy, and I believe that's basically it. Right? It's combustion. Tobosco se. Ow. That's what I was fearing, eh? Well, that's not really good, eh? At least I killed that guy. Take that, society, eh? Oh, just in time, eh? Just in time. Wasn't that a show as well? Just in time? I believe it was. It may have been a kid show, but I don't remember most of it. It's locked. The light's been left on. What do you mean? Did I go somewhere else now? Counter battery, I guess this is why it's so clean. Where do I gotta go now? I guess I'm gonna go back to the... Hold on, healing. That's a little bit better. It is not a lot of healing, but at least it is something. Maybe I do gotta go to my room. Here's some enemies in here. Oh no, he's over here actually. Somehow. I can leave my stuff over here. That's really nice. Look at the dog. Look at the dog. Here we have a dog. Hello, dog. Good enough. Hang on a second. Okay, that should do it. I'll get you to the shelter at least. This'll take a scotch more. I'll call you when I'm done, eh? Take a lot of whatever, eh? You need something? Let me see what I can do, actually. I have some money. I don't really know if I wanna amount. I already have some amount left. I guess I could purchase one of those. These armors suck, by the way. I'm not gonna buy those. When it comes to weapons, I don't really feel like, you know, buying those. Maybe the rifle is gonna be good for later stages, but not for now. Semi-auto 9mm special loader. I don't know about that. Comes to items, maybe one of those could be nice. Better put anything you need in the truck now. Man, I don't really know if I would need to essentially bring everything that I'm not using in the other place. Let me move this thing, let me move this thing. I guess it is time for the ye old backtracking and bringing everything and anything and using everything of the space that I have, because otherwise I will miss everything that I have. Okay, items. Let me go back and get the thing. I want to sort it out. There we go. Let me get this here. Maybe I'm a little bit up center. That is a little bit better. There we go. I feel like that's a little bit better. So now going back to what I was doing, I hope that my thingy, my unlimited ammunition box will follow me around, because man, I do need those. So before we move on, let me transfer everything that I have from my car to the other car, because otherwise I'm gonna miss it. Actually, I did well. To a place I shouldn't have gone. The cat is roaming around. He's kind of curious about the world, obviously, because he's a little baby, eh? But it's interesting to see him just being around and just, you know, kind of taking cover just to see if he can surprise attack anything that is moving. And I find that to be really cute. I was gonna say, yeah. But that didn't do anything. Combustion? I don't know. No, I don't want to heal, eh? Hi, Aaron, how you doing? Welcome in. Hey, isn't this game remaked also? No. Somebody did try to do a fan remake, but no, this game is not remake in the slightest, eh? It would be really cool, though. I want to play it also. It is a really nice game. I definitely wholeheartedly believe that this game is just as good as the first one. So, if you're gonna give it a try, definitely do so. I wholeheartedly recommend. Dog? The big dog? Hello, dog? Yo, the dog? The big dog? Look at the dog following me. I love the dog. OGR vibes. It is more... Oh, hello, eh? Yes. Ah, shoot him, man. Kill him, man. Move out of the way. There we go. Yeah, I somehow believed that there was no time, man. I sensed that there was no time, man. I took a gamble there. Do I pre-order GTA 6? Not really. I'm not big on GTA, I gotta say. I've been meaning to play the games on chronological order, like GTA 1, then GTA 2, then maybe GTA 3. But I'm not really big on GTA, I gotta be honest. And I also believe that since some of my friends are actually on GTA as if it is a drug, which I guess it kinda is. Since some of my friends are actually into GTA, if one of them actually buys the game, I will definitely have it on my family account. So technically speaking, I wouldn't. Well, I mean, it is Rockstar we're talking about, so maybe they wouldn't really allow people to share their copy. I don't really know. I mean, it can get you views. I'm not really into views exactly, you know. Although I would appreciate, you know, more people, talking on chat and stuff like that. But really speaking, it wouldn't really give me that many views, because since people are gonna be streaming the same game, it's gonna be how do you say it? It's gonna be a oversaturated market. So if I don't really have anything else that people would be like, hey, let's watch this guy, I don't think they would rather watch, you know, me than anybody else. To be honest, there's nothing to do with the other. Well, yeah, but wouldn't it feel nicer to play the games in the chronological order, you know, and say, I have played, you know, GTA since the beginning, eh? And instead of being like, yeah, you know, I started with GTA 6, you know, it would definitely feel way better to be like, I'm a true OG, I played since the beginning, eh? GTA is famous because of open world, otherwise it was a decent story, but I would say it didn't really, you know, that to be true, yeah. Yeah, I'm really not interested in it. Maybe I could check out some gameplay that is true. If there's some revolutionary gameplay, then maybe I could, you know, give it a try on stream at least once. Maybe, I don't know. Good to know. But other than that, I don't really feel like, you know, I'm the right streamer to expect to play, you know, GTA 6. Ow. I was not expecting these guys to be here. Ah, that is bad, eh? This is really bad, eh? Got him. Ah, whoa. We'll reload, because otherwise it's gonna be a mistake, eh? Oh. Take that, society, eh? I clearly agree to your statement that people will only watch their favorite streamers on videos. Yeah, I love the game. Yeah, it has disturbing vibes. Some of the enemies do really have, you know, big not Lovecraftian vibes, but kinda around that vibe, you know, when it comes to Lovecraft and stuff. It somehow reminds me of the Human Centipede for some reason, you know. I'm going the exact wrong way. Or where was it that I came from? I came from somewhere. Did I not? I'm kind of lost. I'm kind of trying to figure out what would be the best and shortest way possible to the place I want to go to. And I don't know if this is the place. Human Centipede, so weird and disgusting, man. It do be like that. But I mean, that is the whole point of the movie, you know, to discuss you. That's how that kind of a horror, you know, thrives on making people uncomfortable. Which it clearly has worked, you know. If your reaction is, you know, that, you know, of disgust. Although I gotta say, I haven't really watched the movie yet. I haven't really even watched or read the book. So maybe someday I will definitely watch The Human Centipede. Hi Dominic, how you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. Come in. Eh? How you doing, Dominic? How is you doing? I hope you is doing good. I guess the shortest way for me to go back to the trailer or the car would be over here. You know, PlayStation closing CD production. I have heard about that, man. It definitely sucks that, you know, they're not making discs anymore. Which I guess it's understandable since everybody would otherwise prefer to, you know, have digital copies. Eh? But it still sucks, you know. Doesn't make it suck any less. Ow. I sure was not expecting this guys to be here. And you're doing well. I'm glad that you're doing well. I'm glad that you're doing well. I'm doing well as well. I'm having a lovely, lovely time. I should... there we go. I should actually, like, not slouch on my couch. There we go. Yeah, no more physical games. And it definitely sucks because that takes out retrocompatibility for people who actually, like, enjoy having physical games. Man. That's a little bit sad. That's actually, like, pretty sad. I'm not in the place in which it should be at. In my search for the shortest path to take, I took the longest path. You know, you got very disappointed playing Yakuza 7. I imagine because it is because of the change of gameplay, right? Some people say that is the #1 disappointment when it comes to like Yakuza 7. I really don't mind it. I like that style of game as well. Eh? But I can imagine that is your #1, you know, like disappointment. In my restless streams, I see that place. My restless streams, I see that place. New York City, eh? So boring, but you never fuck with turn-based combat. I can imagine, so it is definitely not everybody's cup of tea. Eh? So, I do understand why you wouldn't really like that, you know. I believe there is indeed a mod that somebody is doing that brings back the OG. Hello. Oh, hello. That it brings back the OG combat. So maybe you could play that mod. Hope you pay for that. Oh, you got me. Eh? Have a drink. It's on me. Eh? Oh, well, of course you're not paying for it. Eh? What about the car? Mr. Douglas lending us his finally progress. Now we're getting down to business. You have been sitting on your what? Whoa, hey, that's not true. Eh? In fact, I've got quite a bit of juicy info for you. And that being, you know that shelter? It was recently remodeled for a different purpose. What do you mean? A large corporation bought the place of that militia group. They carted in loads of construction materials and fertilizers. Construction? I see. But in the middle of the desert? Weird, huh? So let's go check it out. Wow. With you? No thanks, bro. Eh? Ah. Oh, the cruelty. I've helped but a little, haven't I? Fine then. I'll think about it. God damn it. Pokemon game. I guess it could be kind of Pokemon-y a little bit. Well, I mean, there's actually if you keep on playing the game, there's actually a reference to Pokemon that maybe it's gonna be that, you know, up your alley maybe. I don't know. If you like Pokemon, maybe. Yeah, quote from Silent Hill 2, yeah. I mean, I was saying brawler coming from like past 7 games, yeah. No thanks, bro, yeah. Yeah, the change of pace may be a little bit of a whiplash, so I can definitely understand that. But yeah, I do recommend you checking out the mod that somebody was working on. That actually like changes the combat style of the game from RPG to actually like real-time combat. So check it out. Maybe that's gonna make the game way more enjoyable for you. Huh? Huh? You want some? It's cola. I'll pass. There you go. I don't know if he I don't know if he has some more flavor text. Ready yet? Nicholas is working as fast as he can. They better step it up, eh? You know, that's the magic of PC games. Oh, come on. That's the magic of PC games. You can definitely... I'm trying to... Oh, come on. Yeah, not what I wanted to do, but here we are. That's what I was, you know, trying to avoid. There we go. Didn't really have any other choice. I'm gonna save you guys some time and check this out. There we go. Wow. I love it how that guy just goes wow. There we go. That guy just goes errara. I went the wrong way. I went the wrong way. Actually, no, this was actually the right way. I'm just trying to move everything. Oh, come on. I'm probably gonna heal. Let me get my shotgun going. Shotgun. Man. Okay, now that we have that, the shotgun. There we go. Hi Bunk, how you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in the Bunk in the chat. The Bunk in the chat. Welcome in, Bunk. How you doing? Hope you're having a lovely day. Hope you're having a lovely day. Here we go. I should be able to just bring everything that I... Oh, come on, dude. You know, if anything, I'm just gonna use my shotgun. Because otherwise I'm gonna die. There we go. Man, I love the shotgun, Running a bit late for work, to be honest, but I thought I should just pop in. No worries, yeah, definitely. You gotta maintain that stream streak, eh? Well, I mean, I hope that you have enough time to maintain the stream streak and also go to work, because, you know, if you really are that late for work, then no worries, it is understandable. I won't cry, I promise. Alright. Let's see, let me load. Use them. There we go. I will hell yeah. Goddamn man. Goddamn man. But yeah, no worries. If you gotta go to work like right now, it is understandable, you know. So no pressure at all. No pressure at all. No pressure at all. But happy Friday, eh? But yeah, I'm just, you know, hoping that everybody's having a lovely time. Having a lovely time. But yeah, you live in half an hour, and I'll just lurk while I got my stuff together. Yeah, no worries, no worries. Let's see, what else can I put? I'm definitely gonna move this. Well, I'm gonna keep it. Final pack. I don't even know what those are used for. Penicillin. Penicillin. What else? What else? What else? What else? I already had that going on. Didn't I have another thing? So I have the box shot, and I have my firefly. My fly on the wings of love. I feel like I know exactly what I left behind. Hold on. Where is the rest of my bullets? Did I throw them away? I believe I still had some. Oh no, I actually like have them on my other truck. Oh man, I left my bullets on my other truck. That's a very Texan thing to say. I know it. Even though I'm not from Texas, by the way. I'm not American. As much as it would seem that I am, but I'm not. You know, not with this face, eh? So that's how you go here faster. Okay, I get it. I get it now. By the way, I hate to say this, but doesn't this dog transform as well, eh? I'm hoping I'm wrong because I don't want to see this doggy turn into, you know, an abomination because it's a little doggy. There's no enemies around. Good. It kind of reminds me of that GIF of Project Zomboid, which, if you know, you know, but you can definitely, there's item, here we go, item slot. You can go through fences by just doing a little bit of parkour, right? And it's really funny to see how, technically speaking, the dogs also can, you know, jump the fence by the same animation that the humans do. So it becomes really funky to see a dog just turn into a big like a grown-ass man and then just jumping the fence. It's just as funny. Baton based on an Okinawan design. Masters can attack continuously. God damn. Like do. Let me save just in case. Man, I love this game. I have to find another phone. What do you mean? The line has been cut off. I hope this doesn't mean what I think it means. I'm really hoping that the dog won't turn into a monster. I love this dog, man. Don't take my dog away from me, man. God damn it, man. I find it really funny how some guys say main instead of man, you know? Nah, main, you know? I work real hard, main. I don't know, it's just really funny to me how, you know, that goes. Main instead of man. Sub main. Let's see, Hydra. Let me move it. Same with the riot ones. Move it. Destination full. Destination now. No. Dun. I guess I'm gonna keep him. Oh. What up? Need something? Don't be so hasty. Please keeping an eye on things below. You can get some rest. Oh, so we now go to the place I belong. Mamma mia, pizzeria. Let's go, Mario. We now gotta go to the hotel Holiday Inn room. Should I keep some stuff behind? I don't really know. I feel like I'm okay with how things are right now. Also, for the people who are still watching the stream, I'm not gonna say that you guys are in luck, but you know, if you know, you know, eh? For those of you lurking, for those of you still watching the stream, well, I got a treat for you. Woo, woo, eh? Just keep on watching the stream and you guys will know it. This time it's not the doggy. It can contain a not the doggy. It is not the kitty. It can contain a kitty, but since this game is for all the family, eh? Hello. Hello, eh? Well, this is bad. Ow. Ow. Everybody die already, eh? Well, this is just as bad as I think it was. Let me strategically move, because otherwise it's gonna be a big mistake. Take that, society. A little bit of a treat, if you guys would call it that way. But yeah, as I said, if you know, you know, kind of deal. Let me change my Hangul. Wasn't Hangul a language? I believe it is. No, Hangul isn't that the writing system of Korea? I don't remember. Portrait of a young girl, Annie Oakland, a famous Wild West sharpshooter. Wish I could shoot like her. Let me see. There we go. I shouldn't really have this up because you know, but since the developers, you know, included this, I guess I should have it up. I'm a little tired. Maybe I'll rest until the truck's repaired. Take a nap. I'll stay up because. Dude, there's hot water. I'm in this town much longer. I'll need to take a shower. Actually, I don't really know if it actually like works this way. Maybe it is part of my imagination. I don't really know. But I gotta take a nap just in case. Ah, what a good nap, eh? And now we're playing Galarians, eh? I find it funny that she technically has this. That she has the same face, or kind of the same face as Regina. At least in game, you know. I kind of forgot about those guys. Oh, what is she gonna do? Oh, she's gonna explode, eh? And that was his dream, eh? I don't remember having the TV on. Actually, no. Who turned on the TV, eh? What's with the sound effects? God. That's the kind of sound effects that I would definitely use for like a funny video. Isn't that the goat, the screaming goat, the one that goes like that? Eh? Oh well, there you go, everybody. Eh? Actually, if I do remember correctly, there's like an extended version if you like meet certain conditions. But yeah, there you go. Eh? Yeah, there's like an extended version. I don't exactly remember. Is that blood? Hopefully that's not blood. No, that's the tiles, like, you know, removing the water. I believe it. Yeah, first try. Yeah, we got the shower scene first try. No, but there's indeed a there's indeed an extended cut of that thing. By the way, this is me. If you made like certain conditions, I don't know if you gotta like finish the game once and then you get like an extended shower scene, but you also get one in the third game, you know, the third birthday, which legally is not meant to be Parasite Eve 3 because they couldn't really. How do you come up with this, you know? How does he come up with this kind of things, you know? How does he know how to do that? How is he aware that he can do that? Like, imagine if you guys, like, you know, wake up one day and you have that through your mouth. Like, would you actually be like, check what I can do, No, dog! Stay away, dog! Hey, it's that dog, Goddamn. Man, I don't really have the... Well, how about this? I'm gonna have to actually use this antibody. I guess so. Let me change to my grenade gun because I feel like this is the best kind of thing for this. It's gonna blow. Ow, 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 ow. Run for your life. Gotta go, peace gang. No worries, Bunk. Have a lovely day. Have a nice day at work. Oh yeah, shoot at nothing, will ya? Don't go that way, girl. Got you. Oh my ass. There we go. Oh. I'm glad that I've been consistently getting them I gotta use another antibody just to stack it on. Gotcha. I also kind of wonder if I should use metabolism, because I don't exactly remember what, you know, each thing has. Plasma, necrosis. Maybe necrosis has metabolism. No, metabolism only heals certain things. I don't know if combustion is gonna do the trick. I don't think it did anything to begin with. I feel like that helps quite a lot when it comes to actually like dealing passive damage. Yeah, that guy is having a really bad time. Ow. Let me heal. Here we go. Here. Ow. Well, that was kind of rude, innit? Take some necrosis, guy. There we go. Was that actually it? No, that couldn't be. I remember this game being way harder. Ow. Oh, I don't have enough. Oh, I don't even have like... Ooh, that's really bad. There you go. My ass. Well, this is gonna be really bad because of my lack of preparedness. Whoa, that was close, huh? Man, I don't really have anything else. Okay, you keep on doing that. There we go. Oof. That was actually like really close. I was not expecting to do it first try. Actually, I don't think this is even the end. Is it? Oh, it is. Yeah, it was really close. Oh man, oh man. I believe this is the first time that I've ever done this like first try. Wait a minute. Oh, thank you. There we go. Yeah, I actually got my red achievements. Why are they not popping up? A first try, boys. First try. Actually, yeah, we did it. Protein capsule and grenade round. Yippee. Thank you for the GGs. Why did my red achievements not pop up? Hardcore and hardcore. Enemy without a face. Necrosis. Interesting, eh? Did my... Hold on, user interface on-screen overlay. Oh, and I want my on-screen overlay. Not that one. Do not show me that, eh? On-screen notifications. Yes, I want those. There we go. Oh, don't tell me that they actually like got... Yeah, there we go. Thank you for the GGs. I'm really glad that I got that first try, because otherwise it would have been really bad. But let's go back. It might crumble at any minute. I better not jump. Yeah, because even if you are like, you know, if you go outside, you run the risk of, you know, the thing actually like crumbling on top of you. This is Baldwin. I heard from Jody. You're heading to the shelter. What? An embassy bigger than an elephant? There was nothing like that in the New York incident. You have to find out what's going on in that shelter. Back up. All of our people are at the Acropolis. I'll see what I can do. I'm eagerly waiting your report. God damn it. But thank you for the GGs. I'm actually like pretty glad that we got that first try. I don't think I've ever got that first try, so, you know. That means that I'm doing something good in life. Right? Let me heal a little bit. There we go. Let me... No, not that one. Actually, I haven't figured out the 4 combination thing for the save. Should I not keep it on with me? I don't really know. Protein capsule. Let me move this. I don't even know what this small box does. No use for this. Then what should I use the small box for? I guess if anything I should figure it out. Well, not figure it out. I can just search for it, you know. So let me go get the combination for the save. I think it's very inconsequential if I do figure it, if I not figure it out by my own, you know, on my own. So if you guys have the combination code for them, if you guys have the combination code for the save, let me know, because I I kind of would definitely like to know how that goes. I feel like I already used like a million of my grenades. So let me use my shotgun instead. Oh, this poor little man. They were just hungry, you know. Items obtained. Firefly. So here we go, here we go now. So the combination for the save, a black fire resistant has 4 digits. Yeah, let's spin it. I don't exactly remember, and I do not remember seeing any combination code for that. Let's see. Parasite Eve to save code. 4487. I wonder when we get or where we get that number. 487. Invalid click. I got a bottle. I don't really know what that bottle actually has. It's really safe? I don't really know. There's nothing else inside. I got the bottle inside the thing, but I don't really know what all of those bottles do. But I'm glad that I have it. I don't know if I can imbue my ammunition so that I can make, you know, if I can make. Let me strengthen the thing. Actually, I don't have enough for that. DP loss. Having the antibody on was actually a pretty smart decision. And also using the necrosis, because that actually, you know, corrodes the enemies little by little. Born. We think he's on the level of work with him if necessary. Okay, well. I skipped a very portion of dialogue, I'm sorry. They were just talking about the guy who's, you know, trying to work with us. Which it seems like he's okay. He's like an okay guy. So maybe we can actually, like, you know, work with him. There's no enemies. Well, that's a breath of fresh air, if I ever saw one. Get it. And no enemies. Good. You know, having a save would be really nice, if not for the fact that one can definitely, you know, forget the combination of the save. What the hell is going on with this guy? Oh, that's just a guy that died. Skill issue. Hey. Shouldn't I be able to go back from here? I believe so. Let me go back and see if I can actually, like, you know, attend to the guy. Attend to the king. Ah, there we go. I cannot get through here. If not through here, then through where? I gotta remember exactly where I can go. Oh, I think I can go there through the... through here. Oh, let me check. The enemy! I love it that I can... Ow. There we go. I can cancel the animation. Oh, there's also another guy over here. There you go. Poor guy. Sad little man. Ultimate name, the Hydra. Hydra. I remember when people were obsessed with, you know, custom Mortal Kombat characters, and Hydra was one of them. Look at this guy, he's just chilling, man. Look at him, man. Look at this dude. Let me use one of these. Air burst. Aerial burst grenade arcs and explodes in the air. I don't know if I want to try those, but sure enough, why not? The enemy, eh? Oh! Oh. Well, I now get it. God damn, that guy did not stand a chance. At what moment he was, in another, in the next moment he was not. I mean, it could happen to all of us, if you think about it. There we go. Air burst. God damn. Do we have more enemies? It seems so. And that guy. Poor sad guy. Ow. There we go. Let me use this just now. I don't know if I want my... No, I don't want to move that. No, not at all. There we go. Let me move my air bursts from there because, man, I don't really want to use them just as is, you know? Or without any good explanation. Yeah, Jesus, that guy went flying. Should I investigate the other rooms? I feel like I should because, you know, not this room, but the other room. Oh, there's some mods actually over here, which is actually a bad sign because those mods can actually like blind me, and I don't want them to blind me because it would be really bad. There we go. That takes care of the bats at least, you know. There's a guy behind you. There we go. I mean, it's not like she has like eyes on her back anyway. You know? Do you guys realistically believe that a rat could withstand a bullet? I feel like they could, but they wouldn't last very long. New York rats, though. I don't know. Maybe. Oh, I should ask Starla if she saw a rat, a New York rat, because you know. I feel like that could have been really funny. That is not a good. There you go. And they still got me. There you go. There you go. Yeah, let me just save you some trouble, y'all. There you go. That's also the same case for scorpions. Like it would definitely be really bad if we somehow find out that scorpions can withstand more than one bullet. Like, imagine if you find yourself in a situation in which you actually have to like shoot a scorpion. Like, I feel it would be really bad if you find out that scorpions can withstand up to 3 bullets or something, guys. There we go. I for one wouldn't really want to find that out, if you know what I mean. It's a map of the Mojave Desert. Do you guys say Mojave or Mojave? I don't really know. Let me get more bullets. Just in case. I don't really have anything else in here, so I'm good to go. Let me just check on the guy, and hopefully he's not gonna be dead, you know? Yes, hello, mister. How you doing? There he is, a good boy. Ah, it's no, I don't know. I feel those lemons. Thanks, Are you injured? Fine, thanks to you. Oh yeah, I got the truck all fixed. Here's the key. I got the key. Thank you. I'm glad that the dog doesn't churn, because it would be really bad. Thanks for your help. Come by my trailer later. I got something for you. Oh, what? What? Get the doom. The doom. I love the doom. I was gonna say, somehow I feel like desert dogs are like the most oh, I can't really go back this way. Just move it around. I assure you it's not gonna be as hard as just, you know. And I guess I gotta go the long way then. Oh, hello, It's really bad. Could you please not, kill me, eh? Oh, that's it. Ow. I had no other choice. He forced my hand, eh? Eh? I love the grenade gun, it's really cool. There we go. Miniman. There we go. Yeah, I got a small box that I don't really know what it does, but it does something. Let's see. I cannot really go there because Mr. Tambourine Man or whatever his name is actually decided to not make it possible to just go around. Come on. Let me see what I can do. Can I use this bottle? Metabolism. I don't even know if that did anything, but I'm glad that it did. Ah, this is the guy. I don't even know where the enemy is. I mean, that's why I have a radar, by the way. Ow. Well, this isn't good. Combustion. Get up. Ow, 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 ow. Actually pretty good. Ow. Those things are actually quite dull. I gotta forget about that. There we go. It's always either one of those guys. Okay, now that I've gone here, hi, little baby. I have the little kitty right here. I love him so much. I know that I repeat that I love my little cat so much, but I know that I love him so much. That's what I say, that I love him so much. It's just like that, you know. Okay, so now that we are here, let me get to the trailer so that I can get whatever that guy actually wants to give me. I hope that there's no enemies in this place. Yeah, no enemies around. No enemies around. No enemies around. No enemies around. Oh, no enemies around. No enemies around, eh? Because if they are around, they can surround. You know what I mean. Hydraulics. Do you guys ever see that video of the guy that tries to to use a bread as a substitute for oil. Where have you been? Sorry, just step out of town. Something happened? You just step out again. When did it you? Jeez, sorry. Hey, remember what I told you about that shelter? It gets even better. What does? Listen to this. Retroviruses, the nastiest responsible for Ebola and AIDS. They can change the host's DNA. Pretty nasty stuff. Parasites, bring in their own DNA, package whenever they go. My bad. Forgot you were the expert there. Anyhow, if you try to manufacture viruses like these, you get a vector virus. A transport system for inserting manufactured DNA into cells. Some civilian organizations are using them for DNA treatments. Right. The retrovirus that can artificially modify DNA. Now, what if you use them on reproductive cells? Then the manufactured DNA would be passed from parent to child. As the virus spread, mutations would occur. Actually, human DNA already shows signs of tampering. Tampering by viruses. Virus triggered evolution. In other words... Wait, that means that Neo-Mitrochondrial... Oh no, my mind. Don't tell me that she's gonna explode. You okay? You turned pale. It's nothing. So the NMCs around here took look and distance and take the mitochondria and add the virus's power of a virus. You got the recipe for a worldwide nightmare. One from which we'll never awaken. But why would anyone want... It's a stumper, yeah? But what we know is the virus is being made at the shelter. Worse, I think it's an airborne virus. What? Of course. We may be too late, but if we can get to the shelter, we might be able to find a way to stop this. Okay. Let's do it then. Now you're talking. I got a good idea where the entrance is. Just leave the driving to me. You'd better stow any equipment you'll need in the truck better. On my way. I'll be waiting here. I'm here now. Be quick. No need to tell me twice. No need to tell me twice. So let me go to the truck. Let me go to not to the truck, but to the trailer. Let me go to the trailer. Oh, I didn't see him coming, eh? You won't see me coming till I strike. You can actually like kill them all just by making them stamp themselves into the pavement. Ow. And of course I missed. Goddamn, goddamn. Ow. Let me heal just in case. Do your thing, eh? Ow. And 2 were not enough. Haha, got him. Oh, that was really close. Actually, let me... Yeah, I'm gonna use the small box. Let me... Extracting this one, eh? Max level. Yeah, it would have been really... Yeah, let me extract necrosis. That thing actually does look really nice. This is better power and range. Yes, there we go. The crosses is really nice. In this game, not in real life. I mean, it now cures a a fair amount now. It comes nice and then it comes in handy for anything and anything. I was waiting for you to drop by. Thanks for your help earlier. Got a present for you in the box. It's a little heavy for a full load, but at 100 rounds of squeeze, she's a little monster. You notice the unusual magazine, that cylinder shape. It's thanks, I got it. Take good care of her for you. Goddamn. Large handgun. For me? It's for me? I love the little icon. Let's see, which one could be better? It has more weight and less range. Seems like it has less, whole lot of handgun. Large handgun. It holds 100 rounds, Jesus Christ. I mean, for a continuous string of, like, pure death, look really nice. I don't know if this guy has anything more. Let me buy some more grenades. And some box shot as well. The 60 would do fine. I don't really think I gotta like buy this, but sure enough. And there you go. Watch yourself. Let me save just in case. I feel like I did a nice purchase. That'll be all. Inform me of any developments. Man, I wonder how big fracking was in the back in the day. Fracking, was that the thing? Fracking? I don't remember. But back in the day when people used to hack phone lines, imagine that. I feel like knowing how to hack those would have been really nice, or at least handy. I know that it technically was illegal, but imagine having that kind of skill, just doing a certain sound and then you essentially get like free international calls or whatever. I feel like that would have been really nice. I feel like I have everything and anything that I need, so let's just go. Ready to go? Yes. All right, we're out of here. And just like that, we get out of town. I wonder if the guy is gonna say bye to us. Maybe he won't. Maybe he already did. I don't know. Maybe he did it. Maybe he did it off screen. We're going on a trip, and I gotta change my disc. I'm already on disc too. Maybe this game is not as long as I thought it was gonna be. Yeah, road trip. We are in it for a road trip. Let me change my discs. How do I even do that? Configuration file, load content. I shouldn't load the content. Disk. Disk content, yeah. Load new disk. Backpacks, come get your backpacks. Here we go. I've already changed the disk too. Eject disk. Did it? But this is disk too, huh? Is it not letting me? Does it take a little bit of a while for me to do so? Appended disk. USA and Canada. Inserted disk. Maybe I gotta wait a little bit. I don't really know, huh? Backpacks, come get your backpacks. Maybe I had to eject it, maybe. And then insert the disk. No, it's not letting me. Maybe the beam file, probably. I don't know, it's just not letting me. Oops. Let's see. Retro arch. Parasite Eve to change disk. To change the disk to when prompted, open up RetroArch. Quick menu, go to disk control. Select eject disk. We actually had to eject it instead of loading the new disk. Eject disk. Let me insert the first one instead of you know, doing that. Let me Parasite Eve 2. Here we go. Let me do disk 1. Let me insert it. And then and only then I can reload my thingy. Continue. Trailer. We have that going on. Then I go, my friends. There we go. And now, ready yet? Yes. Yeah, we're counting on you. Whatever. Okay, now let's see. Let me disk control. Eject the disk. Aha. I have ejected the disk. Now load new disk. And insert the disk. There we go. That's what I needed to do. Sorry. September 6, 2000. Mesa, ¿qué me acordé? Mesa on the outskirts of Mojave Desert. Who knew that I couldn't load the disk while another disk was still on, you know? Who knew? That guy. Oh man. He didn't even care. I mean, to be fair, just, you know, getting out of the car and moving the thing by hand would have been immensely more dangerous. What would you guys do if you guys look like that? Imagine, yeah. Imagine how much this guy spends at the, you know, the stylist. He kinda needs a haircut. Yeah, pretty scary stuff. Goddamn. We just started the second disc and now, you know, people are starting blasting him. They're good, they jumped the fence. Oh, did he got? Madigan! Damn. So we just started and the guy's just gonna die. Can I not heal you, eh? So apparently I just heal myself. Oh no, brother. There we go. You're wounded. It's nothing serious. Leave this to me. Get into the mine. Good luck. Ow. Yeah, first of all, I should heal it. Let me get those through here. Look at that guy dancing, eh? And suddenly 50 bullets is not enough. There you go. Oh, look at that guy. Isn't he special, eh? Oh, I don't have any healing items, eh? Well, this is gonna be bad, eh? Oh, nice going, Aya. Ow. And there I go. I should have used some healing, eh? Or at least I should have brought some healing, eh? But now we know we gotta use the grenade. I mean, as long as I don't, you know, just straight up die. And I was gonna ask me to insert this one. Eh? Actually, oh, it didn't. So I didn't know that this game actually could load from the first disc. But yeah, sure enough. Let me see what I can actually like use. I actually don't have any healing. Let me buy some from this guy. Get me some. Oh, my inventory is full. Eh? Well, goddamn. Let me see what I can do. Let me just. I don't even know what the small boxes actually like do. I could use some of the airburst grenades, but I don't really know if I should. Still, let me still buy some more from him. And maybe even some more grenades, just because it's fun. There we go. Definitely gonna need them when I use them. Grenade. There we go. Okay, I have one loaded. Yes, the grenade seems to work best. Yeah, those guys just explode at the contact of the grenade, so that is really nice. If I could have like an area of effect grenade, that would work wonders. Yeah. It also really doesn't seem like I can heal the other guy, which I guess it's kind of understandable. Also, I kind of admire, you know, Square Enix for trying to convey, you know, actions through, you know, camera cuts. You know, somehow it made us believe that that guy actually like got by the monster or whatever. But here we go. Where's the bad guy? Oh, here we go. He'll be back. He's just testing us. Get ready, Aya. The real fight's still to come. I was about to say, I mean... Yeah, there we go. As long as that guy doesn't really show. Got him. There we go. I'm gonna end up using them all, but you know, it is for a good cause. God damn. Let me use this just in case. Ah, I got them both. It seems like another one is not yet to come. Huh? Me and my big mouth. Ow. There we go. Now, I don't really have my other gun in here, but here we go. Oh, I actually have it. There we go. Ow. Okay, before I do that, let me get some healing done. I didn't mean to use that gun, but sure enough. Where's my grenade pistol? Here we go. If only I knew how to read it. God damn. I'm kind of wondering if I should definitely have... well, actually, yeah, we are now out of the gutter now. How many bullets did it actually like cost me? Not that many, but sure enough, I could have bought more maybe. Use this. And then switch this. Do I not have more Hydra? Yes, actually. More. Did someone say kaboom? Did someone say boom? Boom, 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 boom. Man, find $1. Ding, 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 ding. And I love that song. Thank you. I don't know if it is possible to mod in some songs in this game, but it could be really fun to have the boom 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 dollar song in this game. I don't know. I feel like that could be a cool thing. I don't really know. Danger! No trespassing. Caution! Falling rocks. Enter at own risk. Somebody doesn't want visitors. Oh yeah, let me see. Can I? Let's switch this to here. I got some penicillin. I don't know if I'm gonna be using my all of my Hydra thingies. I'm just gonna move them over here. What else do I not really want? Full auto. Salt suit. Don't really need it. Move it, and then semi-auto. I'm gonna probably switch this to here. There we go. And I really hope that I can keep on using my. Let me move it. Destination full. Goddamn. I really hope that I can keep on using my infinite bullets box, because man, that thing actually comes really much in handy. Let me put this over here. And what else do I need? I really need the Donpha recovery 1 just in case. So let's say kaboom, katapling, katabloom. Yes, it is. While the ad is going on, let me just do some inventory. MP boost. Let me move this over here. I don't really need the combat light, and I don't really need this thing as well. The Donpha. Restores nerve and whatever when in a vinyl pack. Filled with liquid. Since I don't really have a rifle, I don't really need this as well. Should I keep my Hydra bullets just in case? Don't really know. Anything else that I may use? I guess if anything. Here we go. Oh, that's way easier. And there we go. I feel like I'm prepared for war. Prepared for war. Purely characters. I don't know. I don't really know how to translate that Spanish song. It is a really funny song. It isn't. Okay, into the mines we go. God, I hope he's alright. Of course he would be, because you know. Got him, man. Who's gonna be faster, him or me? Him, actually. There we go. I mean, having this fully auto gun actually feels quite nice, you know? I feel like I do indeed more damage over time, rather than not doing any kind of damage. Let me see what I can find over here. I imagine that I'm gonna find a ton of enemies that are gonna blind me in here. The mining cart is blocking the path. It looks like the brakes are on. Pull the lever, Kronk. There we go. I should actually reload everything that I have. Let's see. Loaded, and the buckshots on the shotgun. The buckshots on the shotgun. The buckshots on the shotgun. It won't even budge. It won't even budge. There's a large board standing here. Step. It's made of oak. It looks stronger. Sturdy looking oak board. Maybe I need it for a bridge, maybe? Load chips on slope. Step, says the thing. Did I really not find anything on the wall as well? Sturdy looking thingy. Interesting on the thing. That's really nice. By the way, I have some food right here. Check this out. I have mincemeat with totopos. They're really good. I'm really grabbing them by the edge. Would have been a really bad, you know, thing if they fell to the ground and then I died. So bon appetit. Pretty good. Enemy! There we go. I may actually not do more damage, but how do I know that, you know? No way that I can know. Oh, let me get those firefly ones. Firefly. Well, actually, that's dragonfly. There really is nothing in the minecarts. It's gas. It's rusted though. Who knew? But who am I to judge? You know? I imagine at this point they won't allow you to actually have the infinite bullet box, because otherwise I guess it would be really easy to play this game. The rails break off here. That's pretty deep gorge. Might be able to jump across, but the bridge doesn't look too firm. Did Madigan go this way? Can't even see the bottom. So yeah, let me go back and grab that thing, because, you know, it is very convenient that we found a very sturdy piece of wood that says step on it, right? So that we could step on it. Step on it. Step on it. Tonto, jump on it, jump on it, jump on it. Or whatever the song says. It's really funny that one of the Native Americans of that movie was also called Tonto. Well, I don't really know if they actually like come from a movie. I don't know my Native American history. I wonder. Yeah, take the board. I got a board there. I put it on my pants. Here we go. I better find a safe spot, because it is really, you know, time for me to get ready for work. It is nearly time for me to get ready. There we go. But so far so good. I feel like, you know, now that we are past the first disc, we are actually like doing good progress. Now let's see. Let me use the board. Very strong. Fan stick up. I can cross this. How do you know? Well, look who came to visit us. Ow, ow, ow. There we go, eh? It pays to have supernatural abilities. Eh? Items obtained. I got an MP boost. That's really nice. I better use them. Actually, no. I still have a good amount of anything. It won't open. It must be locked. Let's see if I can find something good out of here. Emergency shelter. Not trespassing. That sign cannot tell me what to do. I don't really know how to read it. And thus here we are. Nothing of interest here. Anything else that I may find? Oh, I remember this puzzle. Eh? A plug would fit in these holes, so I need some more plugs in here. Oh, here's the infinite ammo. An ammo case and inside 9mm rounds. Goddamn. I may put the plug here, maybe. Salmon. This looks like the main power lever. I hear the faint sound of a motor outside the gate. Well, I'm glad that we did it. Or that we get it. Wait, did I get it first try? Was this a puzzle that I got first try without even... Well, I mean, I guess I kind of tried. Well, not really. Well, I got it anyway, just first try. Goddamn, goddamn. I'm on a roll right now. But unfortunately, I do gotta stop the roll. Yes, first try. Goddamn. Let's see. Nobody's answering. What's wrong? An emergency pack. Are you sure? I see. Thanks for the information. Okay, I'll send out an emergency bulletin to the other hunters. Till then, explore the mines. The Guzzle Pond. Goddamn. Try to say that PI if you can. For real. I don't even know who's who anymore. I'm just saying one. I'm just you know doing voices, you know, at this point. But yeah, this is gonna be it for today's stream. We are now past the first disc, so that is a really nice kind of progress right here. So goddamn, we're one step closer to finishing this game, y'all. And it is really funny to me that this game is actually, you know, also happening on summer, because it does feel like this game happens in summer, because everything is really hot, you know, around that time of day. But anyways, yeah, thank you so much everybody for being here. I hope that you guys enjoyed everything and anything. Let me go to the big screen so that you guys can, you know, see everything and anything. Let me put some songs. There we go. Oh, thank you so much everybody for being here. I don't know if you guys are seeing a drop in frames, but I'm sorry for that. But yeah, I'm gonna go get ready for work, and I hope you guys had a lovely streaming. It's a lovely streaming. Eh? Oh, did I log my PC? Yes, I did. Well, there we go. Yeah, thank you so much everybody for being here. But don't go yet. Let me see who we can raid so that we can, you know, share the love, as people would often say. Let's see. Let me see who's live. Who do we live today, I wonder? People are playing Deltarune. Yeah, Deltarune episode 5 came out pretty recently, so it is interesting. Let us raid Koniku. It is not often that I find Koniku streaming around the same time that I do be streaming. So let us raid her, and she's probably gonna play another, you know, survival horror game. I like that, you know, horror games. So let us raid Koniku raid. And man, oh man, I love this song. One day I will play Final Fantasy 13. You know, it is one of the games that I do plan on streaming. You know, someday. But yeah, thank you so much everybody for being here. I hope that you guys enjoyed everything. Yeah, thanks for the stream. Thank you guys for, you know, being here on the stream, man. So raid messages, if you guys want them, let me move this over here. If you guys love raid messages, Skunga raid. on Neo-Mitrochondrial hunt. There we go. If you guys love red messages, use that one if you guys are subbed. If you guys are not subbed, use this one instead. Right, here we go. Use that one instead. Cool. Thank you so much, everybody. Twitch.tv/Conga, Discordonga, those are my links. Socials. And the tip of the day is buy some freezies, you know, some freezy pops, as they call them, some freezies, because you never know when you're gonna need them, especially in this hot climate. You know, get some freezies. Maybe it's been a good while since you last guys, you know, ate some. So try some freezies, you know, different flavors and everything. Well, bye bye everybody. I'll see you guys on Friday for some Code Veronica. Well, bye bye. Have a lovely Wednesday. Say hello to Koniko.